What's up, guys? Welcome to Jackpot DFS. Wanted to kind of go over the Thursday night game a little early today, so you guys had time to build and kind of see who you like for tomorrow night. I was on the DFS Bachelor show yesterday with an early first look at Sunday's games. I posted that in Twitter and shared that there, so you guys can check it out. If you're not following him, please do so. He knows what he's talking about much better with the words, and he should have been a used car salesman because he sure knows how to talk and sure knows what he's talking about as well. So wanted to get this out there basically for you guys. I appreciate all the love and support I'm getting so far. I'm still kind of new at this, so I'm trying to get it out there and get it out there, and be more vocal for you guys, and be a little bit more creative and things, and make sure you guys get the stuff you need to build up your build lineups and help you win some money. I was able to take down the Sunday night single game contest. Cam Newton was in my MVP spot, so not saying that's going to happen every week. Played one line and just got extremely lucky and just built. Luckily, I'm a Panther fan, so the two guys that I had in the build were former Panthers, Demir Bird and Cam Newton. So a little bit biasness because I am a Cam Newton fan, um, but knowing those guys from being in Carolina, just took a shot and kind of figured with Bird seeing a lot of playing time with the depleted wide receiver core there, why not? I know he's fast. I know he's got sure hands that people really know about. So worked out and was able to almost cashed first on DK. Came in first on FanDuel. DK, I was about a 90th of a point away from taking first place, so that hurt a little bit. So, but anyway, guys, we'll get to the slate. Starting off with the QBs, we got the Jags and the Dolphins. Neither one of these guys are going to play much defense. The Dolphins are 24th in the league against the run, and then 26 against the pass. And then the Jags are a little bit better against the run at 10th, and then you've got 30th against the pass. So expect a big passing game, with some love for the Jaguars to run the ball a little bit. Um, but starting out, I think both these quarterbacks are obviously in play. They're both going against bad defenses. It's going to probably be a shootout. Um, Fitzpatrick is probably used to these. Minshew's probably going to be used to them by now. He's seems like every week he's shooting out. These guys are. I see this game going to the very end. Um, with the bad defense, I mean, this could be a high scoring game. I think for me, targeting both quarterbacks to go in your lineup is probably a good way to go. If not, I think you should have tight ends, wide receivers, more tight end play on the side of the Jags or Dolphins, excuse me, for me. But we'll get to that. But both quarterbacks in play. Minshew's going to be a little bit more expensive on both sides. He's been a little bit more steady, I guess you could say. We all know Fitzpatrick can have that down game every once in a while, but I don't see this happening tomorrow. I see this being a shootout of decent QBs against bad defenses. Moving on to running backs, one that stands out the most for me tomorrow would be James Robinson. He's getting about 16 carries a game. He went over 100 yards last game and does catch the ball out of the backfield as well. He does share some of the rushing with the wide receiver. Schultz. I'm gonna look over him and see. Was it Schultnot or Shoenot? If I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm not, apologize. But he's seems to be the main ball carrier for them. He's going to be the guy running the rock for the Jaguars. Both these teams have a committee for running backs. I guess if I'm going to take a running back for the side of Miami, I guess I'd go with Myles Gaskin. He kind of does the catching out of the ball, the backfield, and stuff like that. With the Jags being a little bit more stingy on D running the ball, I can see these guys going to a more pass heavy, with a running back getting more yards or more points just catching the ball, which you get a full point on DK, and it's only half a point on FanDuel. So um, may lean more that way if you go that route on the side of Miami with the running back. But I do think James Robinson is probably my favorite running back play. And then it kind of just goes down from there. I think Gaskin is definitely in play. And the rest of these guys, not that much interest. I mean, they're not getting the opportunities to really do anything. And, I'd say if you want to shoot and something weird happens where one of these guys get hurt and you want to shoot a line, if you're playing like the 20 line contest or something like that, and you want to go like a behind, like a depth chart running back kind of thing where you go like a second string if somebody gets hurt or whatever. I mean, stranger things have happened, and if it does happen, you're going to be above the field. So it doesn't hurt if you're going to play like a 20 line dollar contest kind of thing, and you want to throw a couple in there with like backups or something in case they have some injuries or something. They're racking up, so it would not surprise me any. So I definitely advise always doing that if you're going to play the multiple line approach. Moving on to receivers. Favorite target with the Jaguars obviously is DJ Chark. I know he's questionable, but I do think he'll play. Same with Devontae Parker. Both these guys are in play. Some love for like I'm gonna try to pronounce this guy's name again. Shortnot or Shortnot. I'm probably not saying it right. But he's the guy that's he's rushing the ball as well as catching passes. So this guy has potential to have a breakout game at any time. But there's a lot of guys who can catch the ball. This is going to be a pass-happy game. You can just go down the list. DJ Chark, Schultnut, Cole, just a name from guys from the Jaguars. I think those are probably your main three that you're going to see. Chris Conley, some consideration for him. He is playing 40% of the snaps. He got 7 targets last game. So those are guys to consider on the side of Jacksonville. A little bit more depth as far as Miami's concerned. I mean, if Jags are stopping the run, you're going to see Fitzpatrick throw the ball a ton. 50 times in this game is not impossible, and definitely not out of the realm of possibility. So a guy like Devontae Parker, Preston Williams, even a guy like Ford, who is extremely fast. He's kind of like a generic Tyreek Hill, maybe. Extremely fast. This guy, I've seen him go off in games. He had a nice day. The last game he had 15 DK points. So, I mean, it doesn't take a touchdown. This guy could get 7 catches for 40 yards, and you got to think every time they catch the ball, it's another point. So, attack the yards onto that, and if he's a cheap play, so why not? I think these kind of guys for salary savings are going to be your best bet. A guy like Isaiah Ford, perfect target for salary saving, to save you some salary, as well as Connolly. I like them both for salary savers to help you get those big guys in there like a Chark or somebody. Obviously, and you're going to need one, if not both quarterbacks, because I think these guys spread the ball around, and these guys will do so tomorrow. And I think you're going to want some exposure to having some lines with both quarterbacks tomorrow. And I'd kind of stay on the 3-seat side of these guys. I mean, you can go a Conley route if you want to, but I think you're better off kind of pick and choose a couple of these guys to kind of stick with, and then if you want to shoot some lines with the other ones, if you're doing a 20-line deal, certainly add those other guys in there. D.D. Westbrook is not really getting playing opportunities. He had some stuff going the first game, and then after that, it's been kind of nothing. I'm not sure what's going on there, but surprising. With the Miami side, you got a lot of options. You got Devontae Parker, Preston Williams, Ford. All these guys are getting opportunities. You're getting, you even got Grant. Jaheim Grant is getting 31% of the snaps. He got targeted only one time last game, but 4 times before that. Those and other guys that are slate breakers who can catch a touchdown. This guy has the speed and ability to catch a bomb and take it 80 yards. So that's not out of the realm of possibility. That's probably all I like at receivers for tomorrow. Excuse me. Moving on to tight ends. Big target here. Gesicki is apparently Ryan Fitzpatrick's favorite target. This guy has turned something into nothing the past couple seasons. This is obviously his go-to guy. If you look, he was targeted 11 times in the last game. He's out there 63% of the snaps. Put up a 30 last game. Going to happen very well again tomorrow. A perfect target for your captain spot. I love that, especially going against a bad D. Putting a guy like Kazicki in there easily could has the upside of getting a couple touchdowns. Could even go over 100 yards. I love targeting Kazicki for tomorrow for a captain. Looking down, Effort has made some noise. He got 6 targets last game. O'Shaughnessy's got 4 targets last game. I mean, other than that, it's not too much to like. I mean, you 21 snaps for Shaheen, and you've got a guy Smith here is getting 35% of snaps, but probably more of a blocker than anything else, as well as Shaheen. So I think your targets, if you're going to go tight end, is probably better off with Effort and Gazicki. But if you want to go this route, I've seen this guy catch a touchdown in the game on a wild hair last season, I believe, in a single game. I didn't have him, and it made me mad. But I mean, hey, we've all been there, right? It's one of those guys that you don't have, you don't think it's got anything. They haven't done nothing for 2 or 3 games, and comes out of left field and scores a touchdown. So this is a guy just like this that could happen. But I love the price is not that bad on Kazicki considering how much upside he has. So considering it's a single game slate, love him tomorrow. Looking at the kickers, kind of funny situation. I looked earlier to see if maybe they had signed a kicker and just hadn't placed it up yet. But obviously, the only guy we've got right now is Sanders. It looks like the punter for Jacksonville. It may be the kicker tomorrow too. So we'll have to pay close attention to that. Maybe they assign somebody to come in. I mean, field goal is not something you got to practice for and have a scheme. You can just come in and kick the ball. So maybe they'll sign somebody tomorrow, and DraftKings will send us one of those little emails that they send that says, "Oh, by the way, such and such has been added to the player pool." So unless the punter plans on kicking, so who knows? We'll have to see. As far as defenses tomorrow, I don't like it. I mean, if you're going to play 20 lines, I say if you're going to play one, I'd definitely go with the Jaguars over the Dolphins. Stranger things have happened, but obviously Fitzpatrick to me has the higher upside to make a mistake than I say Minshew has. But both these guys have made mistakes in the past. They're both Fitzpatrick's more of a veteran, but kind of reminds me of like Brett Favre when he got older. He just wanted to get the yards. He wanted to play. He didn't care about the rules, and he just kind of went out there and just wanted to play the game and threw for as much as he could and wanted to help his team win. That kind of reminds me of Fitzpatrick. But the thing of it is with Fitzpatrick, you don't know if you're going to get bad Fitzpatrick or you're going to get Fitzmagic. So if it's not Fitzmagic, then you might be good playing the Jags D. But if I'm going to play a defense tomorrow, it's most likely going to be the Jaguars. New addition to the show, though. I got to thinking the other day, and I'm not quite sure what made it come to mind, but as kids, we had these 8 balls. As a kid, you'd ask something stupid, am I going to get gum tomorrow or something? Or if I ask my mom, am I going to be able to get that new PlayStation or whatever? And you shook the ball until you got the answer you wanted. New addition to the show, old 8 ball from the 80s, 90s. Thought it was kind of cool. Happened to just think of it out of left field. Found it on Amazon Prime for $9. Sweet deal. Just to have the memories. And I'll share this with my kids as well. But wanted to add that. Wanted to go with a guy that maybe, since we're talking about Fitzpatrick, we'll figure we may shake the 8 ball on a guy randomly every time we talk about a matchup and see what the 8 ball gives us. So first try on the 8 ball. I've kind of whipped it around a few times today. But magic question, is Fitzpatrick going to have a good game tomorrow? And I'm just going to shake it up because it always doesn't give me an answer. And the answer it's given me is without a doubt. So there you go, guys. Play some Fitzpatrick tomorrow. The 8 ball has spoken. Anyway, guys, good luck. Always welcome to put comments in the comment section. I'll get to them as much as I can. I've been pretty good with that here lately. You can take my advice for what it's worth. We all know in the DFS business, this is prediction stuff. Nobody's ever going to give you the correct to everything. There's plenty of room for all of us out here in the DFS world. And I don't have anything against any guy that puts out DFS content. But when you feel like you win and you feel like you have the ability to help others win money as well, that's what we're in it for, man. That's what I really want to do. I want to help people be able to give themselves a better shot at winning. It feels good, and if you guys get a win, share it. Let people know, hey, man, I won this much today off this much or whatnot. It's a good feeling to have that, and that's what I want for all the guys that watch me, and hopefully I'm helping you guys win money. We're gonna scratch week 2 and we're gonna chalk that up to what it is, but we're gonna move on and start winning some real money here. But if you guys have any questions or comments, if you guys haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. Also, if you follow me on my Twitter, I'll try to get news posted out, and sometimes I'll add little quirky things on my Twitter page before a game. If there's some news that breaks out that somebody's not going to play, I'll try to get something out there to try to advise you who to play instead, just to kind of help you guys out. But if there's any questions or anything, I'll get to them as quick as I can. But I wish you guys all the luck tomorrow. Thanks for all the guys who have already liked and subscribed and are watching my content. I really, really appreciate it, guys. And is following us on the Twitter as well. I appreciate you guys so much, and thanks for all your support. Good luck tomorrow. I'm sorry, guys. And if you have any questions or anything, please feel free to ask, okay? Anyway, you guys have good luck tomorrow, and you guys have a good rest of your night. Goodbye.